You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? To live happily is an inward power of the soul. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Confine yourself to the present. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. What we do now echoes in eternity. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What does not benefit the hive is no benefit to the bee. The universe is transformation, life is opinion. The best answer to anger is silence. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Think only on those things that are in line with your principles and can bear the light of day. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought, for the human spirit is colored by such impressions. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them, or learn to bear them. Time is a sort of river, passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. In the morning, when you rise unwillingly, let this thought be present: I am rising to the work of a human being. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Do what you will, even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. What we do now echoes in eternity. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. Our actions may be impeded ... but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions. Because we can accommodate and adapt, the mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up, if thou wilt ever dig. Life is opinion. Adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says, or does, or thinks. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Receive without pride, let go without attachment. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The universe is transformation, life is opinion. To love only what happens, what was destined, no greater harmony. No man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Give yourself a gift, the present moment. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. How many who once were famous are now forgotten, and how many who were celebrated in their day pass their lives unknown by anyone? To understand the true quality of people, you must look into their minds, and examine their pursuits and aversions.